Hi guys, it's Nat here. So I had a fellow crafting friend who was looking for a certain type of book to use in her junk journals, and she couldn't find any around her local area, so she asked me if I could keep my eye out for some for her. So that was today's excuse for hitting a few op shops. So I figure that's my best excuse thus far. So I went to 3 shops, and at the last one I managed to find a few of the books that she wanted, which was so good, such a relief. But of course along the way I grabbed myself a whole heap of stuff. So I thought I'd come on and share with you what I got today. So I went to Adra first, and they had this. Now this has to be vintage. You know, it's discoloured. It's made in Australia. I wouldn't expect something like that to come out of Australia. Annie and Maya. It looks really vintage. It's got lining in it, and then it's all this lace. I just love the vintage tones. It's sort of cream. Now that was on the dollar rack, like a clearance rack. So I thought for $1, I will get that. And then there was, hang on, I might have bought that to wear. It's got butterflies on it. I will show you, why not. See pretty butterflies on a t-shirt. I did buy a few practical items. I bought myself another shirt too, purple, wouldn't you know it. I grabbed this. I think this was $3, but that's all right because it's full of this teal lace. It's a little, is it stretchy? No, it's not stretchy. I figure I can cut out the flowers, and I just love the colour of it. And it's got the undershirt as well, so I'll be able to use that for scrappies and ruffles, and it will match the lace. It's a project I'm meant to be doing, but I've had to put on hold. That may go with, I'm not sure yet. Then they had these, so it's like your pen nibs. Now I always see these used in your mixed media tags and that, Tim Holtz style mixed media pieces. So I grabbed those. Sometimes I see people use them in the centre of butterflies and that. So I think they gave them to me for $1. Actually, I might even cut out these bits and use them. So that's all I got from Adra. I thought it got worse as I went along. This I got from the last shop I went to, and that was the salvos. So sit it on my lap and pull it out bit by bit. I should not be buying these things. Anyway, 2 real new ones, aren't they? Because they're completely different down the spine. Christmas golden books, Night Before Christmas, and the Little Christmas Elf. But I don't think I'll be doing any of these this year, just because I'm flat out. I'd almost like to have them done by now if I was going to do any, so I think I will just stock up ready for next year. It says 1949, but there's no way this one is, oh hang on, renewed in 76. I'm sure it's newer than that. What's this one? Unless someone's gone and stuck these. No, because that's completely different too. I've never seen that. This is 2011. So I would think that's similar. So I've got those. These. I'm always seeing Susanna and other people buying your vintage collars and all that sort of stuff. I'm assuming these are something like that, but they're very pretty. They had $2 on them. I think she gave them to me for $1. She was looking everywhere because she couldn't find the price, and it's right there. And then I saw her look at this, and I think I heard her say $1, so I wasn't going to argue. But I think they're vintage because they're stapled on, and the staples are all rusty. Made in England. Unless they're cuffs or something. Anyway, thought they were nice. And there was this, which is full of a bit of kitty-like stuff, but I'll do something with that. I really like the tin actually, so I will reuse the tin, that's for sure. I haven't even really had a good look, so it looks like someone's been trying to make a hairpiece there out of felt. It's a felt flower. And then these ribbon bits. Why are they cut like that, and what do I do with them? Someone will tell me. Unless there are instructions in the bottom, but I can use them. I like the colours. It's elastic. So it looks like they were making a hair clip storage piece there. Maybe I can use that for I might be able to put that in a journal that I make for myself, like an ephemera holder, and put little clips and pins that I make on it or something. Just this whole heap of stuff. Looks like a big button, flower button. A red giraffe. A flower clip that someone's made. So I should be able to use all these bits and pieces somehow. Some sticky foam pieces. Something. They're these. I think they're sort of like button things that you'd stick your foam bits onto. These are cool. A little ladybird on that one. Teddy bear. It's always fun going through these random bits and bobs. They look like they might be, almost looks like it's a glue dot thing, but I don't know if it has any glue dots. Let's have a look. Where does it start? Is there a start? Yeah. Yeah, they're glue dots. Cool. Can always use those. Beautiful button. Hair clip. That's a lovely flower. Another flower. And some little pom-poms. Another beautiful button for the centre of a flower. Some ribbons and a clip by the looks in there. A couple of blingy buttons. That's quite fun, actually. These might go well in a zoo-themed little golden book, maybe. But yeah, I really like the size of the tin, so I will find somewhere to put all the other stuff, and then whether I cover it or not, don't mind it just the way it is really, and it can be a bit more ephemera storage for me. Put that to the side. What other rubbish did I grab? Shouldn't call it rubbish. Some of it's good. Like these were envelopes, so they were $3, and C4 pocket envelopes, 25 pack. Peel and seal C4 pocket envelopes. Why do I call them pocket envelopes? Anyway, I thought that'd be great. I can use them for journal covers, or I usually just put them and use them for happy mails and that sort of thing. So it's always good to grab them from the second-hand shops when you find them. Got myself a clipboard because I've got a thing about wanting to alter clipboards lately. Whether I'll ever get around to it, but I've got a few now, so they're ready to go when I do want to give it a go. It was the day for plastic slips today. These were 50 cents, so for a pack of 20, so I grabbed them. I'm always like, I get a bit nervous about the thought of running out of them because I use them so much. I use them to pack happy mails and to store heaps of stuff around here. So, and there was this, I'm Not Your Friend, a book on foxes, and I liked the pictures in it. And because I was going through all the kiddie books, trying to find the books for my friend, I found this and fell in love with the fox pictures. So I have to do a fox themed journal one day. That's just so gorgeous. And then I've got a few little bits and pieces in here. I had 2 packs of these. They're like your beads, so you can put string through them, but I like the fact that they're flat based, so you can stick them on. So they remind me of those things you use to make to put on your dog collars and that, to make things look goth like. I thought they might be good for a future goth journal or something like that. $1 each, there's a fair few in there, so I might be able to share some in Happy Mails to people that might appreciate that sort of thing, if I can find any. And then I've got some more office stamps. Must start using these things, but I do have some ideas for the ones that I've already got and for these. So I grabbed completed, and then you can put the date and buy on it. This one is emailed. Hope I haven't already got this one. Let me have a look. Oh, no, I don't. Good. I was trying to get just the ones that I haven't already got. And this is entered, date and buy. Oh, I don't have that one either. Cool. So I've got 3 new ones. I'm getting a real good collection now. So that was what I got from the Salvos. And then that was the last place I went to, and it was at the Salvos. I managed to find some of the books that my friend wanted, and I was so happy. I can't tell you how many books I looked through. But I'm going to go and have a look in the bookstore on Wednesday and see if I can find a few more for her as well while I'm at work. And there's a few more op shops that I can check too. Goodness help me. So, and then in between those 2 shops, I went to Vinnie's. Now, I grabbed myself one of these. I love these. I love putting them in drawers, putting little bits in there, and then you can just take the whole thing out. They had this fabric. I just loved the oriental style of it. It's almost, well, it's a silk of some sort. But it's just beautiful. I love the colour of it. I assume it's bamboo and the writing on it. So I think that'll be beautiful in some oriental themed journals. There was this hemming tape. I don't know why I buy that stuff. Must be getting so much of it. Got to start using it because there's all sorts of things that I want to try doing with this sort of thing. I think I know what I want to do with that too. I might have to tea dye it first. I will show you if I ever get around to it, what I do with it. More refill pockets. These ones were heaps expensive now I look at them though, because I got the one at the other shop was 20 for 50 cents. These are like 10 for $1. So I must look harder at them before I buy, but yeah, I'm a bit panicky about running out. And then someone must have cleared out all their scrapbook papers, and I didn't really like the prices on some of it, but you know, if it's in the op shop and I like the look of it, I like to grab it rather than I mean, I buy new stuff as well, of course, but you know, to get this much in bulk, it's nice to sort of recycle it. So, I mean, $10 per pile here. But still, if you were to buy it new, you'd definitely be looking at more than that by the looks of what's there. So, I'll start with the little piles. Don't add it all up. No, I used to always take the prices off, but I'm sick of sitting here for half an hour taking the prices off before I show you. So, we'll cut into it and have a look and see what we got. But these are so cool because you can just, when you get them secondhand, you don't mind just practicing with them or altering them. When I get the new sort of matching kits, I like to keep them for specific projects. But these I can just go, okay, I'm going to use this whole pad and make some envelopes or something. So good for mass making. So these are Molly's, which I've never heard of, Spring. So it was $6, yeah, for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these little 6x6 pads, I think now, yeah. So I'll give you a quick flick through. If you don't like looking at lots of paper, you can turn off now if you like, because I'll go through these. Some beautiful colours. Not my sort of thing, but I do like using different stuff and seeing what I can do with it. So this is summer. Ooh. I see a lot of Patucalopes in my future. I think I like spring better than summer. Now this is Steel Mollies and this is Crafty. This looks very much like another set that I got from the cheap store one day. This is Chalk Talk. This is the Craft Storm. Oh, I like that cover. Be able to reuse that when I'm finished with the papers. Craft Storm printed paper. I don't mind some of these. Whoa. Don't know about that one. Looks like a cell or something. That one's interesting. And then we grabbed these. So this was $4 for one. Oh no, I'll have a look when I cut it open. 8x8s these are. So I've got one. Looks like it's 2 pads, but this one's extra thick. A Fine Spring Day. They look like they're the same. Look at the covers look a little different. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. Yeah, it looks like they open that way. They're nice. Yeah, they're very nice. Let's see, this must be similar. That's really pretty. Lots of embossing on them. And then yes, 2 stacks. They were $10 each. The second one has a paper pad in it as well. So let's have a look what's in this one. So I'll try and get this organised so I can flip through them kind of efficiently, which is hard because I don't think they're going to quite fit. If I turn them on their side a bit, they will. So there's some plain papers here, which will be very handy. That one's had a butterfly cut out of it. That's all right. Oh, that's lovely. Cupcakes. Single-sided papers there. Maybe if I do it like that. That's interesting. It's like the veins of a leaf. Travel. Still half stuck together. Oh, I think I've got some of this set. I love that. Oh, chocolate. Yay. It's a good one for my chocolate journal. If I ever get around to that one too. some scraps. Another one of the chocolate stuff. That is going to make a really cool cover, I reckon. Maybe I'll just put them underneath. It's got a calendar on the other side, butterflies. These are nice blue spring ones. These are all single-sided tin papers. It's had some circles taken out of it. This is lovely. So this is part of a paper pad. Cardstock it is. Happily Ever After. I'm sure a lot of you will recognise that one. I'm sure I've had some pieces of that one. I think my mum found one like that and gave me some of the pieces. Just some cardboard. It's great that some of the pages are doubles as well. That one's really nice. There lived a beautiful princess. That must go in the Happily Ever After lot. So it was definitely worth the price. I see sort of biggish amounts like that and go, oh, what a rip-off, you know, because it's in a second-hand shop. But really, when you add up how many sheets are here and that, it's a nice cheap way of getting them. And, you know, most of these I can see myself using. We've got our black and whites, which is good because that's a theme I'd like to try one day. More of the Happily Ever After. That's a lovely double-sided piece. More cupcakes. Some vellum. So that's the first pack. So I don't often find big lots like this, but I'm sure it's something that, you know, comes in and goes real quick. That's why it's definitely a case of being there at the right time. So this is Lace Basics, 120 paper pack. Hang on. Might be able to use some of this in a project coming up too. So that's a good find. Now I'm going to get mixed up as to what I've shown you and what I haven't. I reckon we were, yeah, there. I will just put that in between. I might have to put that in my purple and green one. Though it wouldn't be bad for a retro kitchen journal or something too. So it's a mix of papers and cardstocks here. Kind of like that one. Wedding day. Travel theme. Kitty ones. That looks like a paper pack of the Russian dolls. I like the ballerinas. That's different. Here we go. Here's that Once Upon a Time paper stack. What's the rest of it? Yeah, this is the one that my mum did find and give me some of. So I can put this away with those pieces. Make a fairy tale journal sometime. And then that's just a spare piece from somewhere or other. So that is it. So they were my finds while I was meant to be looking for books for someone else. I found all of that for myself, but I can't say I'm displeased about that lot. So I'm going to have a lot of fun. Really got to do a lot of mass making in the future. So I hope you're all doing well, guys. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.